Today's date is Sunday, March 29th, 2020. My name is Nicholas Zimmerman. My ID number is 02A1663. I'm currently incarcerated at Auburn Correctional Facility in Auburn, New York. I make the following recording to give you updated relevant information regarding my letter to Diane Holford requesting my immediate release from prison. You may find a copy of this letter at freenicholaszimmerman.com. At the outset, it is important to note that although my letter is addressed to Diane Holford, I also sent a copy of this letter to William Fitzpatrick, who is the head of the Executive Clemency Bureau in Albany, New York. Mr. Fitzpatrick works on behalf of Governor Andrew Cuomo, and he reviews and approves petitions for clemency at the governor's direction. In reading my letter, you will see that I am 7 years past my maximum relief date due to critical errors that occurred when the Sentencing Review Unit originally calculated my sentence in 2002 and again in 2005. I'm only discovering these issues now because of a document that was sent to me inadvertently about my release date, but these errors should have been corrected by the Sentencing Review Unit years ago. I'm asking for your assistance in obtaining my release, but in order for you to help me, I think it will be best to explain some of the complicated legal terms in my letter so you will have a better understanding of what's going on here. Throughout my letter, you will see the words determinate sentence and indeterminate sentence. A determinate sentence is commonly referred to as a flat bid, meaning the judge gave you a fixed number of years to do. An example of that would be 5 years. An indeterminate sentence is commonly referred to as a split bid, meaning the judge gave you an unfixed number of years to do. An example of that would be 5 to 15 years. A concurrent sentence means that you got 2 or more sentences for 2 different crimes, but that all the sentences are being served at the same time, so you're only serving 1 sentence. Consecutive sentences are the exact opposite, meaning you have to complete 1 sentence, then start the next sentence. Statutorily capped means according to the statute or the law, the sentence must be capped off at the end, or end at a certain point. Post-release supervision is basically just another term for parole. Retroactive means a law might be passed today, but it will apply to cases in the past 10 or 20 years, for example. Sentencing and commitment paperwork is just a 1 or 2 page document that a judge sends to the Department of Corrections, which explains how much time a defendant has to serve, if the sentence is concurrent or consecutive, etc., etc. A definite sentence is a sentence of 1 year or less that is usually served in a county jail and doesn't require a state bid. An undischarged sentence is a sentence that has not been completed or fully served, and a prisoner's state sentence does not commence until he is transferred upstate to his first state correctional facility. Lastly, the word aggregate means the total number of sentences once all the sentences have been added together. For any other terms that I did not explain here, just go to blackslawdictionary.com to find legal definitions. As stated previously, I'm asking for your help in first reading my letter to Diane Holford and William Fitzpatrick, and then sending them an email, letter, or video in support of my letter for immediate release. It will help a great deal if you express how you feel about me being held in prison for 7 extra years because of the miscalculation of my sentence. If you have additional time to spare, I ask that you become familiar with the facts of my case and how I am innocent of a crime I am in prison for by visiting my website, freenicholaszimmerman.com, and express your opinions regarding my wrongful conviction to Diane and William as well. In closing, you will see that the issues regarding my sentences should have never occurred and that I should not even be in prison right now, and that the law is clear-cut on all of my arguments. However, even with that said, my experience in dealing with the government in the past is that they will even rubber stamp, ignore, and sweep under the rug clear violations of law such as this. Just look at my website, for example. So I must get everyone's support on this issue and bring it to the public's attention. I thank everyone for their help on this matter, and if you can further promote a link to my page on your social media sites, that will be greatly appreciated. The end.